Hello there, and welcome to something a little bit different. We don't normally play this kind of game, but I've been captivated by watching some other people play it. So, last week I saw, or earlier this week I think actually, I saw Patrick Static, one of my favorite streamers, playing this and described the Outbreak mode as like a battle royale, but without the other players pissing you off, basically. And that appealed to me. So it looked kind of entertaining. There's currently an event going on, which I'm looking to unlock everything for. Wait for the assets to load. So the last thing I need to do on this now, I figured it would be a bit boring going through all of it. It's a bit of a grind, but the last thing I need to do is warp one more time, so I thought this was a good opportunity to show off the game and what it has to offer. So I'm going to be playing solo, because that's so much easier, and how I prefer to play games at the best of times. I have a bunch of missions that take forever to actually complete. It does annoy me that even though it's a solo thing, it takes a while to load in. I also can't figure out how to change my operator, because I want to play as her, but who isn't even loading in the moment. But it keeps wanting to use my other guy. Yes, there we go. Maybe if I leave it loading with her selected, maybe we can hope. Be nice to do something a bit different. So I've got a few loadouts that I've been experimenting with, leveling up a few weapons. So we're just going to do one run through, do one warp, second level, and then exfil, which is how you kind of close off a session. The first few difficulties are easy enough to play solo. In fact, you can kind of steamroll it a bit, especially if you have the right sort of weapon. I'm going to start off with something reasonably simple. We're just going to level up my assault rifle a bit more, I think. Actually, I want to level up this shotgun. I want to level up the Gallo. It's one of the better shotguns in the game.
Let's get to work, strike team.
Hopefully the volume levels are good.
Weaver, our disruptor satellite has good alignment.
So where are we? We're at the top here.
Team,
There's one other special objective. Unfortunately, I can't use my cursor while I'm looking at the map, but there's a golden dragon over the other side, so we can work our way across to that. We also want to work our way around to the Pack-a-Punch, which is over on the left. And pay attention to the red dots as they come up on our radar every now and then. So you start off with very little, and your base weapon, unless you've bought or unlocked something special, is a really low grade. These guys are annoying. But you can upgrade your weapons as you go through, that's part of the progression on it. Upgrade your weapons, boost them in various ways. The upgrade station's just down here, though I won't have enough tokens to actually do it yet, but I can at least clear out all of the enemies. Actually, there's an elite guy there who's going to be a bit annoying, but that's fine. We should be able to take him easily enough.
Brain eater down.
Forgot I needed to reload. My previous shotgun had 7 shells in it, not just 6. Now you, I want to dodge your big yellow balls of fire and shoot your arm off. Destroy the cannon, and there we go down. Hopefully the gunshots aren't coming through too loud.
Zombie eliminated.
Missing a lot of our headshots. Just going to quickly turn the sound balance down a little bit more because I think it's still coming through a bit loud, especially with games with gunshots. Trying to get headshots, but it's a bit difficult. This is a different shotgun to what I'm used to doing, and the sights are very narrow. The other one actually had a much larger field of view, which I preferred. Makes me wonder if I shouldn't bother leveling this one, to be honest. But apparently it's one of the best ones in the game, so... Find these loot chests around the place. Gives you a chance at better weapons. Don't really care about frag grenades, but we'll pick one up anyway. Grab some more of this essence, which is the currency that you use in the game. Find these purple crystals around the place, you break them open. They have things inside, usually just ammo. You pretty much never have to worry about running out of ammo. Body armor, always useful. Some bonus essence, bonus money, some supplies. That's what you use to help upgrade your weapon. We have 150, we need 500 I believe to be able to get the first upgrade. We were working our way around to the left, but I guess we ended up going right. Now, we don't want to head straight to the objective just yet. There's also no point going straight towards the Pack-a-Punch just yet. We're just going to keep working our way around. Another chest. Sometimes these can be mimics, but usually only on the harder difficulty levels. Now, we don't have a secondary weapon yet. Usually I kind of like to pick up an assault rifle or something as well, something with a bit of a higher rate of fire, so I'm not having to reload all the time as well. But shotgun's pretty satisfying. Take out the dogs first, or not. They actually blow up by themselves if you're not careful. Like that. Note to self, reload between engagements. Double points. I always pick up double points when I have no opportunity to use them. Let's try and make use of it here. Take out you, take out you, reload. Actually, I just noticed up here, I want to go up here, there's a little bonus thing that's appeared. If I can take advantage of this with my bonus points, that's going to be really good. Didn't last very long, but all of those have doubled. Perfect. So I have no idea where he's going to go. We kind of want to follow him, because he just hemorrhages that essence. So we'll just basically clear out the path that he leads us on for the time being, gives us a bit of direction. Trigger some more zombies, we can come back to them. Where did he go? I think he went this way still. Oh, he's still going off of there. Oh, yeah, I see him. We're just going to aggro a ton of stuff, trigger off a bunch of spawns. Okay, we should take out these dogs. I think I know where he's going, so we can catch up later. Reload. Those hordes that I aggroed should stay back where they were, so I can pick them up later. They tend not to despawn, I don't believe. There's a little hut up this way that he's probably gone to. Yeah, there he is, sitting underneath. And off he runs again. We'll grab some of those. Trigger the spawn. Zombie spawns trigger when you're in particular places a lot of the time. Bonus essence thing up here. These are kind of random. There's certain spots that they do appear in, but they're not always in the same spots every single map. Keeps you guessing. Some of them really hard to get to. Like, you need to use a jump pad, which in itself costs 500 essence, so you need to make sure you pick up 2 of them, or it's not worth picking them up at all. Which is a bit bizarre. I think I just don't fully understand how I'm supposed to get to a lot of them. Well, it took us a bit off track, and then he shot off this way. So I know the couple of spots that he usually ends up, that demented orb thing. Because it does despawn after a while, so you do need to track it down. So that's what we're going to do. Could hear a loot box off to my left, we can come back to that. That's an elite. Take care of them.
They're losing.
Hey, leveled up something. Unlocked camo. A lot of cosmetics to unlock in this game. They try and keep the replayability pretty high by giving you lots of things that you can unlock. Yeah, there it is. these guys. There we go, leveled up the weapon. Leveling up the weapon changes the additions that you can have on it, like sights, barrels, things like that. And then as you use the weapon more, get more kills in certain ways, you unlock other things. Ah, too slow. Never mind. Well, conveniently I'm at the Pack-a-Punch base now, and it's 5,000 to do my first upgrade, so we'll do that while we're here. And that'll set us up to completely dominate this entire map. When things are at difficulty 1, which is how you start, you can pretty much just melee everything. The only reason I'm using my weapon instead is because I want to level it. Otherwise, you can just hit everything with the butt of it. So I think you only get 25 points if you do that. If you get a critical shot, you get 35. Assuming it, there we go, 35. I usually try and get criticals. Doesn't always work, of course. So as you go around the map, you can find these. That's a sniper rifle that I could unlock. Not what I'm after. So we're just going to leave that there. You can get ones in different rarities as well. Higher the rarity, the more damage it does. Okay, someone knows I'm here. Do you? No, don't you? Oh, you do now. Why would you go to a different door? Silly thing. Ah, doggo. You pick that up without walking in the fire, preferably. I also want to unlock the explosive mod because that's fun. Oi, where did you go from? There you go. Don't mind if I do. So Pack-a-Punch greatly increases the damage that your weapon does. Pack-a-Punching it for the first time also increases the amount of ammo that it can take, both in its clip and maximum, which is really important. So I'm not even going to go in there with him. I mean, I was one-shotting everything anyway, but now it'll be even easier to take on all of the elites.
Coup de grace.
They changed the name of the guns too, which is kind of fun. So I just walk close to that building to trigger the spawns, and then you can walk away, rather than getting trapped inside. Last thing you want to do is get stuck with a bunch of zombies. Oh, where are you going? You're going out that way. There you go. There's a chest up here. Big one too. Oh. Sweet. Free upgrade. Those perks are things that you can pick up. They give you greatly enhanced abilities. So that one is for reloading faster, which is always useful. They usually cost a lot to upgrade at specific terminals otherwise, but you can just pick them up randomly. And it's always good when you do. I heard the tinkle of a essence, I thought. Is it inside here, is it? Yes. There we go. Extra 100. So now we can cut through the missile base. May as well clear out these guys first. Make our way over to the Golden Dragon and over to the main objective. Some more usually pop up from the roadside along here. Yeah, there we go.
Frag the zombie.
Clearing all of those out. We don't really need that many resources in order to finish off this, given that I'm just going to do first mission and then exfil. But it's nice to be overpowered. I might even make my way back to the upgrade station just to upgrade my weapon and make it even more overpowered.
Endeavor expired.
Juke. Cannon. Get rid of him.
Still you die.
So the main reason I don't usually go for shooter games is because when enemies shoot back, it's very difficult to be good when you're a bit slow like me. When you're dealing with things that primarily just have melee attacks, it's much easier. Basically they rely on numbers, but you can tailor your circumstance and the way that you go around the map to make sure that they never overwhelm you, except when it comes to the specific objectives. Okay. Sprint and jump to get up there. You still have a head. That's not allowable. So you. So that's one of the jump pads you can use, and then you can activate your parachute in order to get to high, hard to reach places. Honestly, I'm yet to find a really good use for them. What's this weapon over here? That is an M16. Not bad, not great. Not what we're after. Molotovs. Oh yeah.
This will do for the time being.
Nice pistol. Pistols are fun, especially with the scope. It's even better with the silencer, but... Nuke is fun. It kills everything. Or every normal enemy within a certain radius. But it gives you 400 points regardless of how many it kills, is my understanding. So ideally you actually want to kill whatever you can first, and then trigger it to get the 400 points regardless. You only want to use it otherwise to kill things that are... If you're in a bit of a sticky situation, it's great for helping you out.
Undead neutralized.
But otherwise, not much point. So at this difficulty level, things move pretty slowly. It's only once you get into 3rd difficulty and above, after you've warped a couple of times. Basically, they control the difficulty by the number of times that you use the end beacon to warp to a new location. We'll get to that when we finish off. So the longer you play, the harder it gets. If you're really good, then you can basically just speedrun your way around the map and fast track warping through to different places. If you want a bit more of a challenge, as you can see, I'm not particularly good, so we're not going to be doing that too quickly. I'm not trying to waste too much time, but at the same time I'm not worried about being super fast either. I should bear in mind that I was trying to level up my shotgun, not my pistol, but it's fun sniping things with a pistol, you know, especially from further away. But it seems it's not an instant kill if I don't get a perfect headshot. Also the reloading time is abysmal. I prefer the basic pistol. You get just a basic 9mm or something, as opposed to this Magnum. Reload times are much faster. It's still pretty powerful. Past the hut here that we found that orb earlier. So we're going to go off here. I'm not going to care about the mob that's over to my right, or the pack that's over there. We're going to come over here because there's an elite. He'll give me a bit more stuff. There's also some more of these crystals. Sometimes they have good weapons as well. Got to be careful about some of the geometry. You can get rather stuck. As you engage packs, often more things spawn in, which is fine. Get kills, always fun. I'm just going to fast track taking out this guy, because otherwise he's really annoying. Yep. Got a bit boxed in there. Insta-kill. I mean, I already one-shot things at this level anyway, but sure, insta-kill's always fun. Insta-kill does mean that you can do things like this. Just long-distance snipe things just for the fun of it. The Hellhounds very rarely drop anything useful in terms of gear, so just killing them at range is actually the safest way to deal with them anyway. And we just rack up a few bonus points there. Oh, there's some over here as well. Ah, missed. Never mind. It's the problem with shotgun, the range is abysmal. I like attacking things at long range. You can get upgrades to the barrel and stuff that increases the effective range at least. Okay, so here's the dragon special objective. This is going to be loud, I'll warn you now. You're going to want to like be careful of your ears. If you thought the gunshots were loud, this is going to be even worse.
Hostile corpse eliminated.
You gotta just kill things
Victim from you.
inside the circle. Because there's a dragon up there that's consuming them. Because of course that makes perfect sense. Gotta make sure they glow purple. Yep. Wait for it. What the hell the point of that is, I have no idea, but it's cool. Found a way to add dragons into the game somehow. It's pretty funny. Oh, see this is much better than the pistol. Oops, wrong button.
Requisitioning this weapon.
Semtex is also a lot funner than frag grenades. Okay, now we'll work our way over to the main objective. There's no other special objectives. Normally there's a couple. There's only one extra for some reason. It's a bit disappointing. Now we can snipe things a lot better. Much safer way to deal with things. Bonus points. Don't mind if I do. Not that I have a huge lot of use for them. So we're going to work our way back over to the upgrade station for now. Just to upgrade my shotgun.
A critical wound, no doubt.
I love weapons like this that are really quick to upgrade. Quick to reload rather. I'm doing a lot of damage with this because it's a blue rarity, as you can see by the bottom right, whereas this is red, which is the most basic. It's just your starting weapon rarity. You pretty much never encounter anything like this rarity within the world. You'll only get green and higher. I got really lucky in a previous playthrough, and that wasn't very good. This has a very wide spread. Got really lucky in a previous playthrough and got a legendary weapon right off the start. And it just allows you to just scream through everything so much quicker. You don't even need to pack a bunch in the first level if you don't want to, because you're just doing so much damage.
This hit the target.
Once again, insta-kill, not very useful, but it'd be nice if all of the bonuses gave you a bit of a default money earner. I'm not sure if they do. Insta-kill becomes much more useful later on. If you pick up the insta-kill if you get a bonus drop while you're doing some of the harder objectives, it's really handy. For this, not really useful. You can also drive in things, I should probably show that.
Your brains went off Wiedersehen.
Driving's pretty simple. Just kind of GTA style really, nothing fancy. But it is a lot quicker. They're also really hard to control sometimes. Drop him off, grab an essence, don't mind if I do. And we need to upgrade this weapon. 500, it's 1,000 to the next, we don't have enough to upgrade it to blue. Blue tier, purple tier, orange tier. Orange, very difficult to upgrade to, but great if you just get it free in the world. Can't upgrade my armor either, but I don't need to. This one's facing the right way. Should probably pack a punch my assault rifle as well, just for fun. Just gonna grab this and then run off. Not sure if this assault rifle is one I have access to yet. You can only work on upgrading your weapon levels if it's a gun that you've unlocked through your career level. And I'm not sure that I've unlocked the KSP yet. Clear away some of these things here. With the eliminate objective, you never know where it's going to actually lead you. Sometimes the things move away to various places, so it's good to unlock a little bit more of the map as you go around. Some of them are very straightforward and not at all a problem in terms of where they take you. They'll only be very singular places. There's a holdout objective where you kind of have to just hold a particular location for a certain amount of time, so that one you don't need to worry about. It takes you off the game map entirely. The exterminate ones, they kind of jump about a bit though. Well, see, this is the sort of thing you want to find on a wall. So it's the same sort of thing like that I picked up from a random drop. If you find that on a wall, it's always good. Random drop, even better, because then you don't have to pay for it. Run the obstacle course. Just take that. There's only one left anyway. Oh, hi. Do the rope climb. Don't mind if I do. Over there, that beacon there, you can see that is for a random weapon box. You can get legendary weapons from that if you're super lucky. You can also just get absolutely nothing if you're not very lucky. So I don't think I care about pack-a-punching my assault rifle just at the moment. You keep any essence that you have if you warp to the next round anyway, so we'll just do that. Because we are going to want to finish the next round in exfil, and we're already going for a half an hour, and I was hoping to keep this video to only an hour. Go on then, loot box, you'll tempt me. What's the weapon over here, I wonder? Oh, see, here we go. Here we go. You know what? We're going to swap that out.
I claim this SMG.
Legendary SMG.
Using pure Ethereum, the dimensional disruptor breaches the dark ether and forces an Apex HVT into our world.
Connection established. Systems nominal. Locking target.
I need to get the perk that increases my sprint speed as well, ideally, because that'll be much quicker to run around the place.
From Apex HVTs like this.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
So now we look for the big beam. Here it is. Cool. What sort of enemy is it?
Cut the head from the snake, strike team.
It's brought some backup.
Probably the easiest of the special enemy types to get for this. Summons more guys in constantly though. You gotta get him to a certain health level and then he'll fly away. Yeah, there we go.
He's on the move. He's leaving an energy trail. Follow.
They're losing.
Target reacquired. West of your position.
I should be using my shotgun again. Because I can't level up the other one, I don't think. We don't have a timer on this at least. They kind of run away and then I think slowly come closer to you again. And just summon more things. Which is fine because that gives me more points. So you can kind of farm it to an extent.
Undead threat cleared.
That gets a bit boring if you do it too much. Got his cannon, I think. Up he goes again.
It's moving. Follow that energy trail. Target reacquired. West of your position.
Frag tagged and bagged.
This is why it's important to clear out other parts of the map first. Because otherwise you'd have to deal with all of the original mobs, as well as the ones that are summoned by this guy. There he comes again. Oh, he's got his cannon back. Not anymore.
Apex threat eliminated, Carver.
Another good kill, strike team.
I believe that kills anything that summoned with him as well. While we're here, we can now upgrade our other one. So now we have a really powerful weapon. A Pack-a-Punch Legendary is super powerful. I hate to think what damage this thing's going to do now. You can Pack-a-Punch up to 3 times. The costs are 5,000, 15,000 and 30,000. But it is a lot easier to get that sort of currency as you progress in later difficulties anyway. And now we can have 100 shots per magazine in this gun. As if 50 wasn't already enough. I don't think I have enough essence to buy additional perks, unfortunately, because that would be nice. There's also these trial machines that you can operate. You can initiate a trial that gives you a certain objective. By progressing towards that objective within a 5-minute time frame, you can upgrade the reward you get, and you can get up to legendary weapons with that as well. Some of them are really easy to do. There's one which is like take damage and then heal again, and you just kite around a zombie that just hits you time and again. 15,000, so we can actually upgrade this again. And now it costs special weapon tokens instead. Next 1,000 we can upgrade armor if we so wish. I don't think I can afford another one of these. No, 3,000, okay. So now we warp. And that's upgraded. I'll wait until it finishes. That's finished off my last objective for the event, so that's nice. Now we're in the Alpine zone. Bit of a nauseating transition animation, but oh well. Could be worse. Just don't look too closely at it if you have any sort of sickness issues. Time for some coffee. It is at least cooler than just your average loading screen. Escort.
Reconnaissance rover in your area is ready for dimensional transfer.
Strike team en route for rover escort.
If you've ever played an MMO, you know how annoying escort missions can be. So now we start seeing more difficult enemies. It's hidden by my camera, but the world difficulty is now 2. But because we upgraded all our weapons, it's not really going to be too much of a problem. As long as I can actually hit the enemies at least. To be fair, SMGs are not really designed for shooting at range. This has got some mean spread on it as well. It does not stay focused. If I don't hit them with a headshot. Takes a while to recenter. That's better. So we kind of want to work our way around to the left, I think. Go down to that skull and crossbones, do one of those objectives. Honestly, we can just speedrun this one, because we're already really powerful. Thump, 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 thump. Out of my way, thank you. You can also shoot things as you drive along, which is also fun. With full GTA experience. This way, I think. There we go. You have arrived at your destination.
Zombie eliminated.
Don't mind if I do. These guys usually have a radio. Here he is.
Damn hostiles hunted us down! Picked us off! Careful! Stay working! That's a team of hunters!
Find whoever or whatever did this and eradicate them.
Look to the sky, find the big beam of light. And take care of business. Also pick up some of these things that things dropped as I screamed straight past them. Gonna head off this way, but you can't go too close to the purple wall, but we can just kind of flank around these guys a bit. Ooh, they're all special enemies, this will be fun. I want to take out the Tempests first, because if you get hit by one of their balls, it kind of disorientates you like that. Ooh, okay, we're almost dead. That's fun. You do at least not have a stamina bar. I think. some of the things I drove past decided to join the party.
Good hunting. Requiem thanks you for your support.
Now I'm getting warmed up. Blew its head off.
Not the perk I wanted, but never mind.
Undead neutralized.
That's really not useful. All that does is make him kind of friendly, and then he explodes after he's finished. Now, did they drop anything useful? Not really. I can swap out my body armor, because that got a bit wrecked. Ah, it just disappeared. Never mind. Okay, let's go take care of the objective then. Again, escort is one that you kind of want to clear things out as you run around. Oh, hello. Was that the... Oh no. For some reason I thought that there was the sphere thing that drops essence that appeared. But it was just a water tower or something. Yeah, because I'm not sure where the escort mission actually takes me in this. So, going to end up with a lot more things to have to deal with. But I also kind of don't care. It should be pretty simple to deal with. Instant kill on those if you manage to do enough damage to his arm cannon. This building's kind of fun. Because what you do is spawn everything in.
Hostile corpse eliminated.
And then just sweep the hallway. Good fun. Seems I missed something. Ooh, special enemy. These are fun. I'm going to make sure I take care of him now, actually, because I don't want to run into him when I'm doing the escort mission. Hey, dude. So he now splits into two things, which have a ranged attack. Becomes a bit more scary. But honestly not that scary. But at higher difficulty levels, those things take a beating. And give you one. Can't afford to pack a punch again. Need 15,000 for that. Normally I probably would by now if I was sweeping the level properly, but we're not. Double points, don't mind if I do. See, I hate the perk that does random things like that, because there's a certain ammo mod that turns them to your side. It means you don't get as many points. snipe off a few things because I can. So I guess we'll just do the escort now. Oh, it is chasing me. What's that? I swore I heard a dog. Clear these guys out actually first. Oh, there's more.
That rover provides vital data on the dark ether and its impact on
Okay,
organic
let's see
matter.
where this takes me.
Make sure it safely
I have
crosses
no
the
idea. This
dimensional
one, I know the
plane.
routes for the
Stay with the rover as it scans for a
other
stable
two
dimensional
maps,
entry point.
but I've not done an escort on this map before.
For payload specimen. Multiple incoming threats.
Probably just want to use this, to be honest. Oh, you're friendly still.
Like I cannot miss today.
If you get too far away, it stops. It's kind of annoying. This one.
Error. Anomaly unstable. Resuming scan.
Okay, so it comes here first and then just goes up the road. If so, we kind of came down this way, so that should be fun. Seriously.
Neutralized.
Definitely want to get rid of those things further away because they drop off a cloud behind them.
Lost your head there.
Sort of think that this would be definitely easier with multiple people.
Structural stability of anomaly.
Like, at least two. One person can stay with it, keep it moving, the other can sweep around the sides. If you have three people, it'll be optimal because you can have one stay with it and then one either side. I don't know if the number of
Resuming scan.
zombies that spawn in are dependent on the number of players you play with, but I would assume so. There would have to be some sort of scaling, or maybe the idea is that you just sweep through quicker and get to higher difficulties faster.
Now I'm getting warmed up.
So this is where an insta-kill is kind of useful, because I'm not killing them in one shot.
Ether anomaly identified.
Sadly, insta-kill doesn't work on those.
Perfect. Initial scan suggests breach stability exceeds required parameters.
Let's
There's
get it
another
done, strike team.
big guy up here.
Smoke the fuel with one shot. Zombie eliminated.
Cool.
Payload is through. Dr. Gray, what's its status?
Affirmative. Escort successful. We are receiving now. Well done, everyone.
Lots of milestones. Cool. Back to the beacon. And this time we're going to evacuate. We're up to 50 minutes. We'll be under an hour. Perfect.
Your Brains went off Wiedersehen. Frag tagged it back.
What I can actually do now is I have over 15,000, so I can upgrade that. I kind of want 3,500 in fact, I think. I can hear a loot box, they make a distinctive noise. Also one of those, that helps. Must be upstairs. Oh, more guys, cool. Alright, it's up here.
Undead neutralized.
So now we're doing lots of damage. $3,500, cool. I think that's what I need for the next upgrade. Ah, if not, here's another 500. 4,000 should definitely be enough. Basically I want the sprint upgrade, because I want to be able to go faster. Here's the vending machine. This is where you buy your perks. Sprinting. Good. And now, we trigger the evacuation. Blows up the beacon.
Over.
Gonna hop in one of these and see where I end up being told to go. Sometimes it's just at the plaza over there where we've been. Nope. Up the hill this time, so things start spawning in immediately.
Raptor 1 inbound. Get to the LZ.
And there's also a ton of things that spawn in at the landing zone, so the quicker you get to the landing zone, the quicker you can clear house and make sure that the helicopter can land so you can actually escape. Oops. Also, I didn't actually clear out this area. Oh, this is a problem. Let's go around. The steering on this thing is really bad. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Raptor 1 at the rendezvous. Show some hustle, strike.
Time to get out.
Clear the area. We need to hurry.
They're loose. Brains it down.
LZ cleared. Proceeding with extraction.
There we go.
Extraction
And we're done.
successful, Requiem.
Nice.
Raptor 1 leaving the
Very
zone.
simple. Just
That's
one
how
warp.
we have done it. Come on home.
One warp, 2 missions, not the most rewards you're going to get. The longer you go, the more rewards you get, obviously. But also the longer the sessions can be. You can spend an entire game playing, entire day playing this game if you're good enough. Most I've usually done is a couple of hours getting up to difficulty level 3. Beyond that it starts to become a bit slow. Like it takes you a lot longer to progress. Like even you'll have fully upgraded everything, but things will still take a while to kill. That's where playing with other people becomes a bit more useful. But for just the casual experience, just going through, I mean, warping twice means there's only 3 levels. So if you warp twice, then you experience every level, every time, with a rotation of different objectives at each time. So it's a good way to just experience the game. The battle pass, of course. So that's actually a blueprint that's free. So that's kind of useful. Looks like a sniper rifle maybe. So that could be fun. I did unlock a legendary light machine gun, which means that I can just start with a legendary and make everything so much easier. So might be something we do some other time. For now, we also leveled up our guns, got some camo, and we also completed our event. So we have a something. Sniper rifle, an epic sniper rifle. Might give that a bit of a go. Seems like fun. Otherwise, you can come in here and look at things. So we managed to upgrade our shotgun a little bit, so we can look at what the gunsmith has available for us. We can put a sight on it, which is good because the default sight was really annoying. Muzzle. I don't really want wider pellet spread. I want this one, tighter spread. But hey, we can get it, so we may as well. Effective damage range, very useful. And hip fire accuracy, bit of whatever. So we need to upgrade it a lot more, but still. Appearance, camo, we've unlocked a few things here, nothing on here yet. So don't get critical kills nearly as much with shotguns. I unlocked all of these with my assault rifle very quickly. That looks kind of cool though. Reticles, we've got a few options there, because we've used that sight before, so we've already leveled it up. Nice pink dot. Accessories, we unlocked a few of those. Stickers, I kind of like the squid with what looks like it's meant to be like a torpedo, but it reminds me of the Cyclops from Subnautica. It's a bit of fun. And a phoenix. And there we go. Customize the weapon. Lovely. So we've now got a pretty good secondary custom class. You can also upgrade more skills, weapon classes and such. So I've upgraded a couple of those. Shotguns I haven't actually upgraded. The upgrades that they give aren't that great. Like for a shotgun, I'd love something an upgrade that increased effective damage range by like 10%. It'd be so useful. I'm more about the long range. You can also upgrade all of your damage mods. I prefer the explosion one. The fire effect, you kill things too quickly for that to really matter. I guess it matters more at harder difficulties. I don't get there though. The shock one is kind of annoying because you do a critical hit and it stuns them instead of killing them half the time. Really annoying. And the slow, again, not that useful. I guess when you're being chased and stuff, again, higher difficulties, these become much more important. At lower difficulties, the explosive one is the most fun to use, especially since it destroys armor, which is really useful. And that is zombies. We've got some other challenges that we didn't achieve, but oh well. These you needed to use the support things. I didn't get any supports. You get though. You can make them with some of the crafting items, but I didn't get the chance. You can also get them as rewards from things. We weren't lucky. RNG is a huge element of how each gameplay feels and plays, which helps keep it fresh. So I think I've done a pretty good job. And I'm not normally one who cares about zombie things in particular, but the way they've worked it in, so it's kind of an interdimensional rift sort of thing, is kind of cool. Kind of plays into the old comic book style thing of like evil organizations experimenting with the paranormal, which is kind of cool. Kind of Indiana Jones-esque, bit of fun. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time, probably with a completely different game, doing something completely different. Take care.